It's a ring. It's, bigger than a hula hoop, smaller than an onion ring. Hi everyone, I'm Elle. I'm the host of the Speaking Tongues podcast, the podcast in conversation with multilinguals, and I also document international markets here in New York City. So I love snacks, and I recently went to an Irish market here in Queens, New York, and this market has so many imported things from Ireland, from actual groceries to a multitude of snacks. So I decided, since I have an episode on Irish and the Irish language as it's spoken in Northern Ireland, I thought I would check out some Irish snacks and, just check out some stuff that I haven't had before and see how I like them and what I recommend. So I like to start these kind of videos off with like a beverage, and I saw this really awesome beverage there. I never had it before, but the flavor was so interesting to me, and the can is really colorful. I really like it. It's called Benshaws, Dandelion, and Burdock. It says British on the can, but I don't know. It was in the Irish market, so we're trying it anyway, and this is just going to kick off, the snacks that we're trying for this video. It's very fizzy, and it smells good. And usually something that's in the States that is, oh my God. Usually stuff that we have in the States is, when it's purple, it usually means it's a grape flavor. I was not expecting this to be the color of Coca-Cola, grape soda, whatever. But Dandelion, which is a really great flavor, and I don't think I've ever tried Burdock, so let's see how this is. Oh my gosh, this is delicious. It's very sweet. I wasn't expecting it to be as sweet. There's actual sugar in here, which we don't get in the US. So it says the eccentric botanical blend of wild and unruly dandelions and the purple flowering burdock sounds rather daft. But did you know our British ancestors have been making this mysterious combination since the Middle Ages, proving it totally timeless? This is delicious. I want to go back and get more of this because I only bought one can. I didn't know if I would like it, but this is really yummy. I'm a really big fan of carbonated beverages not found in the US because flavors are so different all over the world. So it's always really great for me to try these different flavors. Now, let me show you what I got. Mostly chips. So this is mostly a crisps haul, as I think you say in Ireland. So I got these fruit pastilles, and these kind of remind me of the jelly tots in the South Africa video, which if you didn't check that out, definitely watch that one after this one. And I'm excited to try these, so we'll save these to the end. And I don't think I'm going to like this at all, but this is a dark chocolate whiskey flavored candy bar. It's called Kilbeggan Traditional Irish Whiskey Dark Chocolate Whiskey Bar. Okay, so let's see how these are going to be. I'll save them to the end. And let's jump right in. The first thing we're going to try, because as I said, I love chips. I'm gonna try these skips first. Prawn Cocktail flavor maize snack. These are corn snacks. A lot of ingredients in here, but it says prawn cocktail flavor. Float away with visibly melty skips. Okay. Let's try. Oh. Oh my god, they smell really bad, but they're so cute. You can see them. They look like little flowers. They look like little flowers. Um, and they smell really bad. Oh, but they actually taste like prawn. Like, so I tried the other prawn cocktail ones. I think that was in the British video. These are good. They're tomatoey, dried tomato, paprika, onion, prawn cocktail flavor. These are really delightful. And like the bag says, they do melt right in your mouth. They're so light. They're so light. Hers again. I would get those again. I wasn't expecting to like those, but they're really good. I'm going to take another sip of my Burdock soda. The next thing I have O'Donnell's O'Donnells of Temporary Mellow Relish. I'm probably saying that wrong. And cheddar cheese flavor. Someone please tell me what that is. Because I don't know. But actually, there's a little picture on the back that maybe this is what that relish is. It looks maybe tomato based, cheddar, potatoes. I'm not a huge fan of cheddar on a crisp, on a potato chip. But this is Irish, and the Irish, I do like Irish cheddar. So I'm probably gonna like these. I hope so. I hope I will like these. They smell like a typical cheddar crisp. It's always my favorite when the chips are like curled like this. These are my favorite. It's very tomatoey. I'm really curious to know what's in this relish. We have to look this up. This is not something that I would typically buy or be eager to try just because I don't like cheddar typically on a potato. It's tangy, and the bag is saying that this relish, Mellow relish, it has a tangy flavor. I want to try this now because I have a feeling that the relish is really good on its own without even being on a chip. So I have to make a point to find this somewhere. Maybe I'll go back and see if they have it in a bottle. I feel like that if these were a little saltier, I feel like I would like them more. I also see there's rosemary in here, and I am tasting a little bit of rosemary. I like these. I don't know if I would go buy them again, but they have an interesting flavor. Okay. Let's try another bag of O'Donnells of Temporary. Another one I'm a little nervous about, but these are Irish cider vinegar and sea salt. I'm not really a fan of salt and vinegar, but I will say that when I was growing up and we had our salt and vinegar snacks, chips, I didn't realize it was supposed to not be like, like white vinegar that you clean with. And it wasn't until I got older that I had actual like chips in the UK with like the malted vinegar and salted chips, and I realized like, oh, this is what it's supposed to taste like. So I have kind of a high hope for this one, and you can see this on the back there with the sea salt and the vinegar. So I have a high hope for this because I know that the vinegar is different outside of the US. And it's apple cider vinegar, so this is practically a health food. You don't get that big bang of vinegar smell that you get like when you get a bag of Wise, salt and vinegar chips here in the US, where it's just that overwhelming vinegar smell. This is delicious. This is better than any salt and vinegar chip I've had in my life. Oh my heavens. And I had really high hopes for this bag, and this has exceeded my expectations. I would definitely have this again. I would go back and get a big bag of this and keep it all to myself because this is fantastic. I love this. I'm excited. I love this. They're crunchy. They're not too thick. They're salty enough. They're a lot saltier than the cheddar cheese and relish ones. It's got that perfect crunch that I love, almost like a kettle chip, but not as crunchy. I could end this video right here and just keep eating these. I'm saving the one I really want to try for last, but this one, another one from Tato, and these are Thai rings. I don't know what that means. Oriental spice flavor. Not a fan of the word Oriental, but okay. There's a dragon on here, and the typical potato man. Spicy flavor maize snacks with sugar and sweetener. Suitable for vegetarians. I don't have any thoughts about this. I don't know if it's gonna be good, if it's gonna be bad, if I'm looking forward to it or not. I just really wanted to know what Thai rings meant. So let's try it. Wow. Smells very spicy. They look like they're rings. And there's a lot of them. The bag is full up to here. There's a lot of these in here, so I hope I do like them because there's so many to eat. It's a ring. It's, bigger than a hula hoop, smaller than an onion ring. I don't know if this is for me. There's chili powder. They're not spicy at all. I was expecting to have some heat. And there's no heat on these. Thai rings, a spicy flavor, and a taste sensation. A perfect blend of spices that will take your taste buds on an exotic journey. I don't really feel like I'm on an exotic journey. They're not bad. They have the consistency of like a puffed cheese doodle, if you're familiar with snacks in the US. It just tastes like a more flavorful cheese doodle. I don't think there's any cheese in this. I don't think that I would try this again. As I'm still eating it, but I am curious to know if you've ever had these, what you think of them. If you're in Ireland, are these popular? Do people love them? Are we bringing these to parties? Are we putting it in a school lunch? Like, where are we eating these? I don't hate it, but I probably wouldn't go back. And, I think the problem is that after the salt and vinegar chips, the bar is set very high. So, but you know what? It's crunchy enough for me to still eat them. So, you know. And finally, last but not least at all, I'm so excited to try these. As soon as I saw them, I wanted to buy 3 bags, but I said, let me just try one first and see how I like it. I am a big fan of Guinness stout beer. I love Guinness. Pint of Guinness, you know, will cure what ails you. So I saw these Guinness chips in the Irish market. Now, I don't know if they're flavored like Guinness, hand-cooked potato chips with Guinness flavor. So we gotta just check this out and see what that, and the ingredients, it's a great list because there's nothing unpronounceable on here. Potatoes, sunflower oil, yeast extract, sugar, buttermilk powder, rice flour, reduced fat cocoa powder, salt, natural flavors, barley malt extract, and cream powder. So let's see how this comes out. And again, I got these at the Irish market. They might be English. If they are, please forgive me. But I assumed it was Irish because Guinness is Irish. So, okay, let's try it. It smells like Guinness. Yes! Okay. Here's how they look. There's not very many in this bag, but here's how they look. Okay. These do not taste like Guinness. They're good. I mean, they have a good crunch. But it doesn't taste like Guinness. And it could very well be after eating these potatoes, I lost it. I don't have the taste for it, but I like these. These are really good. So, these Guinness chips, the more you eat them, they do taste more like stout. But at first, they didn't taste like that at all. Would I get these again? Probably not. But it is really interesting to see how they could make this beer flavor come in the taste of a potato chip. So, good job. So that's it for the salty snacks. Let's do these really 2 quick candies. As I said, these fruit pastilles. I think these are going to be probably similar to Jelly Tots. I don't like green. Let me try the purple one. And they're also vegan friendly. These are 100% just fruity. Like, I don't taste anything sour. I don't taste anything sour in these. But let me show what they look like. Let's grab a few. They're about this big. And that was a purple one. They're okay. They're very chewy. But the flavors, it looks like they are apple, blackcurrant, which is my favorite, lime, orange, strawberry, and lemon. And so I think I've already had the blackcurrant and the orange. Last but not least, this dark chocolate whiskey bar. Submitted without commentary because I'm not really excited to try this one. I love whiskey. Chocolate's okay. I don't love dark chocolate. I don't know what to expect. Is the whiskey inside? Contains 2% alcohol. Okay. So this is what we've got. A bar that kind of looks like this. And then on the inside, it looks like this. I don't know what that is. As long as it's not a peanut, I'm fine. I don't taste any whiskey. I smell whiskey, but I think the whiskey must go really well with the dark chocolate. It tastes like dark chocolate. Contains milk, Irish whiskey, dark chocolate, 2% alcohol by volume. Made in the chocolate garden of Ireland. Irish chocolate. Okay. Thank you, Ireland, for that. Now, the last thing that I have, it's not a food, it's not a snack, but it's just this little cute thing that I saw in the Irish market in Butcher Block out in Queens, here in Queens. And I love anything bitter. I love anything bitter. And I actually love tonic water. And I was thinking, oh, maybe I can add a little gin to this. As I do love gin, and I do love a gin cocktail, but I kind of want to try it, without that. So, and this was only $1, and it's chilled. There is no alcohol in this, which is great. And I never see anything like this in the US, especially these like little tiny cans. Like I never see them. This is like something you'd get on an airplane like 25 years ago. It's that time of evening. This is a sparkling lemon soft drink with quinine, with sugar and sweeteners. So I've got my opener. We're gonna open this puppy and see how it tastes. I already know I'm gonna love it. Oh my gosh. This is really delightful. This is like having tonic water with a splash of lemon juice. It's a little sweeter. This is delightful. This is just the right amount of bitter that I love. I love this. I'm going to go back and get more. And I'm going to get more of the salt and vinegar chips when I'm there. That's pretty much everything. That is everything, not pretty much everything, that I bought at the Irish supermarket and Butcher Block. If you listen to my show, you'll know that we did an episode on Irish, the Irish language as spoken in Northern Ireland back in 2021. I'll leave a link to that below in the description box, and please listen to it so that you can learn more about Northern Ireland and about Irish culture and the Irish language. And as always, if you enjoy this video, please leave a comment, and subscribe to this channel. There are new podcast episodes out every Monday. We're talking to a multilingual person in each episode, and we're sharing stories about language and about culture. I look forward to seeing you all again, and I look forward to knowing which one of the snacks in this video you're looking forward to trying. And until then,